Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
What so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight is the Xfinity Series turn here at Cota, the Circuit of Americas. 30 laps the distance. And you know, BJ, this is the one of two series. The trucks all have, what, first time winners? The Xfinity Series has one driver, that's Adam Lancaster, that has 2 wins on the season. Jim Alt is your points leader, 1 win on the season. And you have Michael Robinson sitting tied in 7th points with 1 win. And Jason Arison with 1 win. Your top 5 points looking like this: Jim Alt, Kyle Mays, James Silvers, Adam Lancaster, and Nathan Bashcroft round out your top 5 in points. As we look at tonight at Cota, 30 laps again is the distance. The stage break is on lap number 12. And BJ, right about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes a lap here.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time to make it around, but it's part of the reason we have such a short amount of laps too. So only 30 laps a distance stage break, as you mentioned on lap 12. Very, very short distances. If we were on a normal track, that'd just be a quick dash. But out here, a long way to go, a long way around the track, several turns, and several right-hand turns, something the drivers aren't really used to. So take a look now in qualifying out of Kansas City, Missouri. It is Bryce Hunter. Also joining him on track, 69 of Keith Hackney, the 39 of Carter Hansen, 04 of Scott Hara. There you see Keith Hackney on screen out of Calhoun, Georgia. It's the 04 of Scott Hara. Marina, Arizona? Not sure. Mooresville, North Carolina. Adam Lancaster. That one I know. You got 30 of Alex Penn from Burlington, Connecticut. 39 of Carter Hansen from Toole, Utah. Mo Abbott in the 48, heading down towards turn 10 from Sacramento, California. That one's California. And the 7 of Justin Winters from Henderson, Kentucky. Many more drivers on track. 27 of Matt Campbell from, I'm guessing that's Gulf. We have it on board tonight with Matt Campbell, the driver of the Air Kinetics number 27. We're right on board with him, watch him work his way around these tight corners of the Circuit of the Americas. Steve, road courses and stock cars feel in slow motion to me. I'm so used to, whenever I do run road courses, I'm so used to running Formula cars. I see a stock car on track, or I try to drive a stock car on these tracks, and I feel like I'm moving in slow motion just to stay on the track. I'm always overrunning the turns because I expect to be able to brake late and whip it into the corner.
Well, you definitely hear him always on the gas shifting and on the brake. We see him coming out the final turn down the first straightaway. He will take the green flag for his first time lap. Al Mays Matt Campbell in the 27. As you look on the right hand side of the screen, Campbell in the 27.
He is wheeling that thing through the Geico S's right there.
And I can tell you this, you're watching on Facebook, it has a little stuttering. Head on over to the YouTube side of things.
Yeah, for a few different people that I've talked to now, Facebook has been having issues with the stream. It's not just us. It's not just our connection. I've had a few other people talking about it. A few people that I've streamed with over on my end, and a few people said that the share button hasn't been working for some reason on a couple of different streams. But we continue right on board, taking a lap with Matt Campbell. Heads into, it just got blurry. Not sure what part of the track that is. I'll learn this track eventually. Give me about 5 or 6 more seasons and I'll know where he's at.
There's Alan Duranco for Somerset right there in the number 4 machine. out on track. James Silver's in the 33 from Waynesville, North Carolina. Scott Fritz from Leonardtown. See, Scott Fritz gets into that wall there.
Something I expect to see a lot of tonight. Drivers overshooting turns or getting on the throttle a little too quickly. As Alex Penn goes to the top of the charts, first driver to get a time in with a 2-minute 17.6 second lap. And if we can get a quick reset on the screen share, Matt Campbell, second driver to put a time in a 2 minute and 20.5 second lap. Kyle Hayes going to move into that second spot and then quickly taken over again by James Silver. Silver's just about a second and a half behind Alex Penn.
How about Blake Hensley from Monroe, Kentucky there, driver number 31. Out on track. So Alex Penn on top of the charts. Silvers, Bays, Campbell, and Winters. So right now your top 5 in qualifying.
Alex Penn continues to sit top of the charts. James Silvers, Kyle Mays, Tony Iverson, and Matt Campbell, your current top 5. Radburn shutters to the top of the charts. We saw him run last night in the Truck Series. Was able to come home with a podium finish in a one-off for him in the Truck Series. He's going to go quick time over Alex Penn by only 0.04 of a second.
Jordan Slater on track from Mobridge, South Dakota there. Jordan Slater in that 92 machine, Aerokinetics 92. Dylan Merriman right there from Portland, Oregon in car number 5.
Alex Penn will take back over quick time in the number 30, moves back ahead of Radburn Shutters right there. You see him, the Burlington, Connecticut driver, as he brings it to a halt, takes it pit side. There is driver out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, Sean Kostritza, driver the number 40. He came out, raced trucks last season, been racing all 3 series this season. The driver for World of Thunder Racing. Top 5 right now, so we continue to ride with Sean Kostritza. Top 5 continues to be Alex Penn, Radburn Shutters, Blake Hensley, James Silvers, and Kyle Mays. On down through your top 10, Austin, Bryce Hunter, Tony Iverson, Matt Campbell, Justin Ray, and Justin Winters. Top 10 there is Keith Hackney, the former Truck Series champion. Sat in the ear of Sean Kostritza, along with the top 2 drivers last night, Jeremy Vaughn and race winner Peyton Hubbard. Tonight, it's his turn to come back on track. Radburn Shutters, in the meantime, is going to go back quick time. He and Alex Penn extremely close together on time. 22 minutes and 17.1 seconds for Radburn Shutters. Keith Hackney heads out of the final turn, the Toyota left-hand turn down the front straightaway for his second lap. We'll see where he goes. He's going to qualify in at 3rd quick. About 3 of the closest times I've ever seen in qualifying here at Circuit of the Americas, sitting in the top 3 right now. Just a little over half a second separating the top, or half a tenth No, it would be half a second. Half a second separating the top three. And for road course racing, Steve, we saw it last night. That is very, very close racing. Michael Robinson on the screen right now in the 18. He's going to pull in fourth quick on his first lap.
All right, that's going to conclude qualifying. Redbird Shoulders, Alex P., Keith Hackney, Michael Robinson, and Blake Hensley rounds out your top 5. And here we go into tonight's starting lineup. On the pole to Cornerstone Motorsports car number 3, it's Redbird Shutters to his outside. A teammate, the Cornerstone Motorsports car number 30, Alex P.N.
Row number 2 to the inside, Cornerstone Motorsports number 69, Keith Hackney. Line up to his outside, the Empire Motorsports number 18, Michael Robinson.
Your third row inside is Blake Hensley from Weaponized Motorsports car number 31, and to his outside, James Silverson to 33.
Row number 4 of the inside out of Mays Racing. It's the 55 of Kyle Mays. Line up to his right side. It's going to be the Fast Motorsports number 9 of Bryce Hunter.
Row number 5 to the inside is Tony Iverson, the High Side Hustlers car number 72. And to his outside, in car number 27 to Aerokinetic, it's Matt Campbell.
Row number 6, the Weaponized Motorsports number 38, Justin Ray. To his outside, the Weaponized Motorsports, his teammate, the number 5 of Dylan Merriam.
Row number 7 to the inside, Elite Motorsports car number 7, Justin Winters. To his outside, Elite Motorsports car number 17, Adam Lancaster.
Row number 8 to the inside, that's the 6 of Nathan Mascroft. Lined up to his outside, it's the Aerokinetics number 04, Scott Hara.
And row number 9 to the inside, Aerokinetics car number 92, Jordan Slater. To his outside, the Color Teal Racing car number 48, Mo Abbott.
Row number 10, the Cornerstone Motorsports number 77, Tyler Evans. To his right side, it's the number 12 from World of Thunder Racing, Robbie Richards.
Row number 11 to the inside is Carter Henson, and to his outside, Jason Bridges.
Row number 12 to the inside, the CFME Sports 01, Scott Fritz. Lined up to his right, it's going to be the J3 Motorsports number 1 of Jim Ott.
Rolled off 25th tonight be Ryan Chapman in 11. To his outside, Sean Kostritza to 46.
In 27th, I believe that says Robert Leakian. To his outside, Bobby Mays.
Rolled off 29th to be Jason Harrison, and to his outside, Greg Carr.
Jeremiah Holmes and Alan Duranco will be row number 16.
Row number 17 be Brian Terry to 13, and Chuck Gentle in the 88. And rounding out your field, Alex Carr to Team Birdie Racing. That is your starting lineup for tonight's Bluegrass 30.
Laps just before the halfway mark on lap number 12. The yellow checkered, I guess you could say, will fly to end the stage. And whoever is up front will come home with 10 valuable points and 1 bonus point put towards the playoffs. Everybody going to be fighting for position, looking for every chance they get as the pace car pulls in. They head around the final turn, the Toyota turn. Steve, it's all yours.
All right, as they come down the front straightaway, they're going to pass Barney, the iRacing Flagman's twin. Redbird Shutters coming down to the start zone, waiting for Barney to wave that green flag. Green flag is out. We'll race it here at the Circuit of Americas as Alex Penn and Redbird Shutters side by side going into turn number 1. As you look, a lot of drivers have to get heavy on the brakes there. The 55 got a little bump in the rump. No harm, no foul. And so far, everybody makes it through turn number 1. Redbird Shutters there into 3 machine. Actually starting to pull away from Alex Penn, his teammate, into 30 as they go through the turn there. Look at Keith Hackney. Had a good qualifying run. That's what he needed, a good qualifying to start up in the front so he can set himself up for success at the end of the night. Michael Robinson in that 18 machine. How about him? Currently running in 4th. And Blake Hensley rounding out your top 5. And you know...
Go ahead. Or, well, I was going to say Keith Hackney. You know, he had a fantastic season last season in the trucks. This season wants to come out and perform in the Cup and the Xfinity Series. In the year of the winners last night in the Truck Series, tonight he's out here starting in the top 3, sitting in good position to go after a race win come the end of the race. And be the first driver this season to win races in multiple series. And at number 69, we ride on board with Air Kinetics. Number 27, Matt Campbell. He rides right now in that 8th position.
He does, as you look right ahead of me. Hear him on the gas and off the gas. Taking it nice and easy there. As we go back to the main screen, Radbird Shutters continues to lead here with Alex Penn right there. Alex Carr got off the side there. He gets it back on. Alex Carr, and let's see, Greg Carr did the same thing in the 25 machine, but up front, Radbird Shutters showing the way as lap number 1 is in the books. Keith Hackney right there in that 3rd spot in the 69K. There's Michael Robinson, and there's Blake Hensley. Hensley's right there in pouncing distance to try to get around that number 18 machine. Bryce Hunter in that 9. He's done pretty good in a couple of races this season. Looks like he's had a better season this season than last season. Oh, the 5. That is Dylan Merriman. He got sideways off there. He's now back on track.
He'll fall back to that 13th position. Now as they head on up and over the crest around the right-hand turn right here. Ooh, battle going on between Mo Abbott and the 6 of Nathan Mascroft. Mascroft gets the position. What a move by Mascroft there. Just sneaked by him right there. Mo Abbott going to relinquish more positions over to the 04 now of Scott Hara.
Scott Hara now in that 15th spot. Look at Bobby Mays in the 2 machine, currently running 22nd. There is Scott Fritz in the 01 machine. He's running 23rd. Chuck Gentle off the side there. We'll take a look, see what happened to him. Oh, he just loops it around right there. Got the car loose.
Looks like he did a good job though to go ahead and spin it on over to get as close to the side of the track as possible and give everybody as much room as he could. So smart move on his part to avoid collecting anybody else and avoid getting damages to that machine. And, you know, give himself the best chance possible to be able to make the ground back up. So kudos to him.
Definitely kudos to him. Tony Alverson in the top 10. Doing a good job with that 72 machine. Adam Lancaster, a 2-time winner in the Xfinity Series this season. Right there at that 11th spot. Jim Ott, he's your points leader coming into tonight in that 01 machine. The baby blue and white color machine there. Meanwhile, Keith Hackney started to pull away from Michael Robinson in the 18, so he got some breathing room behind him, as Alex Penn has breathing room behind him in that 30 machine. As right now, you know, really there isn't, you know, if you're running up front, you really don't need to push the issue. And you look a little further back in the field, I mean, pretty much the whole field is strung out here. There's the 39 of Carter Henson, currently running at that 30th spot right now. Nathan Mashcroft running 29th. There's Alex Carr in the 28, currently running 31st. Jason Arison in the 74 machine has one win. Yeah, he hit the rumble strips there, and he just went a little airborne.
You see that little orange marker right there? You see one on the inside of that corner there. Those little orange markers, they call those turtles, and those turtles, they stand kind of tall, and you don't want to hit them. And right there was the reason why. Lucky break for the driver of the 6, who actually, I'm not even sure where he's at in the field now, but he got lucky to not tear up the car and not wreck. 90% of the time, most people, whenever they hit those things, they go airborne like that. They're going on around.
Definitely they are. It's right now, go back up front with your race leaders. Oh, Sean Kostritza. Let's see, there's Robbie Richards trying to find Sean Kostritza. He went off the side there, and that allows Justin Winters in his back pocket. Winters currently running in the 18th position. Tyler Evans in the 77th, trying to hold off Scott Fritz at a 0-1. That's a battle for 19th and 20th. Robert Malikium went off track momentarily. So did Jason Slater and Nathan Mashcroft. A lot of people having problems with that turn, overshooting the turn. Further back in the field, Chuck Gentle spun it in the 88 machine. That car looks like it's just trying to make it halfway before he can make a pit stop. But right now, your race leader is Radbird Shutters. He had a phenomenal job last night in the Truck Series. And here tonight to prove a point. There was no fluke as he's leading here at the Cota with the Bluegrass Xfinity Series live on Ultimate Dirt TV. Alex Penn right now, his teammate, currently running in second. He is losing ground a little bit to Radburn Shutters as Keith Hackney is now starting to close in on Alex Penn. Blake Kinsley there to 31 machine, still in fourth. There's Michael Robinson in the 18. Bryce Hunter has company with James Silvers right there in the hip pocket. Matt Campbell in the 27. Currently in 8th, Kyle Mays in 9th. And there's Tony Iverson. Iverson has some damage on the rear end of that car. Must have backed it into one of those retaining walls, maybe, I would assume. Maybe overshot the turn or something, but he's battling with the 55 of Kyle Mays. There's Robbie Richards currently running in 22nd. There's Jeremiah Hobbs passing Jim Alt for 23rd. Alt falls back to 24th. There's Ryan Chapman in 11, currently running in that 25th position. And there's Alan Duranco in that 4 machine, running 26.
And our top 5 really has not changed much at all throughout the entire race. Radburn Shutters, Alex Penn, Keith Hackney, top 3 all still in their original positions from qualifying. Blake Hensley moved from 5th to 4th from the start of the race. Michael Robinson moved from 4th back to 5th at the start of this race. For the most part, everybody staying right there, right in pretty close to their original positions. Going on down, looking for biggest movers of the race. Looks like that'd be 9 spots for Sean Kostritz, tied with Jeremy Hobbs, up 9 spots, and Alan Duranco up 9 spots.
The 19, Jeremiah Hobbs has some damage. Oh, Robbie Richards got it kind of wide off that turn, and those 2 drivers are going to go around Robbie Richards. Richards falls back to 23rd position. This is probably not one of his strong tracks, that's for sure. 3 wide. They keep it going. Good job for them. That was a tight hairpin turn there. Meanwhile, Radburn Shutters continues to lead Cota with 26 laps to go. 12 laps will be the stage break here at Cota. And think about it, 30 laps. So this race should end in around about an hour and roughly 5 minutes, give or take.
Give or take. Yeah, I'll give the give or take part.
Because there's no full course cautions. Only time we have a caution here at Cota will be under stage break. These drivers. So I mean, you're looking at around about a minute 16 or 2 minutes and 16 seconds, around about average.
Yeah. So how many laps to go when we hit the stage break, Steve?
Well, if you minus 30 minus 12, BJ, it's 18.
And then add one.
Be 19.
Yep.
But technically, while they're under caution, it's not that. It'd probably be like 17 or 16 laps.
It'll say once the stage flag waves, we will see 18 laps to go when the leader hits the start finish line. But there are 19 laps to go is the final lap of the stage. So.
If you missed it last night, we were talking about how Jason don't know how to count, and BJ was trying to prove it's me that don't know how to count. But overall, I trumped Jason, and I won the battle, even though I lost the battle. If that makes sense.
You're right math-wise, but lap counting overlaps one.
Right. As there's Keith Hackney right there in that third spot. He has some space because Blake Hensley's behind him, but he's lost a lot of ground in that 31 machine. And there's the 18 of Michael Robinson. James Silver's there in the 33. And poor Chuck Gentle, he's been lighting up the scoreboard a lot in those first 5 laps. And there's the 6th of Nathan Mashcroft, the first driver to come down pit road for pit stops.
Mashcroft seems to have been having a bit of trouble throughout this race. We saw him up closer to the front, and then the next time I looked when he hit them turtles, he had dropped considerably far back in the field. Decides to take a short pit this time. We saw it last night in the truck series. Several drivers were pitting on laps 3 and 4 to make it to the 12-lap stage break on fuel and not have any concerns, and just a small handful of drivers making it all the way on the stage. So strategy calls all over the board there. I gotta wonder if this is not a scheduled stop for the 6th of Nathan Mashcroft, or if he is just having that much trouble out here tonight.
Well, there is Matt Campbell currently running in the 8th position. Tony Iverson right there in 9th. There's Adam Lancaster in the 17 machine, currently running 10th of 4 spots. And for some reason, BJ, if you could correct me or check on it, I believe Justin Winters is out of the race.
That would be correct.
So
according to my scoring, I'm not actually in the lobby because I'm on the track.
So Justin Winters off the racing surface right now, down pit road.
Jason, if you're listening and you have the possibility of confirming that he has decided to quit out of the race, please message me because I'm not in the lobby. I can't chat with you tonight, fortunately. Monster Energy left-hand turn. You see the top 3 drivers all heading right down and into it right there. Sharp left-hand turns. 2 of them, I believe, on this track. There is the sweeping right-hand stars and stripes turn, I guess you could call it. And Justin Winter's quick update. Dropped connection due to packet loss. So having internet problems for the driver of the number 7 has taken him out of the race. Ryan Chapman in the 11 comes down pit road. He's currently scored in 34th position.
As you look right now, the 9 of Bryce Hunter on board. And you know what, guys? If you're watching at home, y'all got to help me. Help me out here. BJ is acting like he lost his long-lost puppy dog. He sounds so sad, so we need to get his spirits up when he's announcing. But right now, your top 3 is Shutters, Penn, and Hackney. So Justin Winters lost connection, having connection issues. That's the reason why he's out of the race here at Cota with the Bluegrass Xfinity Series. But Radburn Shutters is starting to get some company because Alex Penn is closing up, and so is Keith Hackney in the 69K. Blake Hensley's right there by his lonesome in the 31 machine. Michael Robinson still rounds out your top 5. As you see, James Silver's currently running in that 6th position. And the 9 of Bryce Hunter up 1 spot in that 7th. Matt Campbell in 8th. And Adam Lancaster and Kyle Mays rounds out your top 10 here at Cota with 23 laps to go.
Alex Huffman has actually corrected both Jason and I on this one here. Rumor has it that Justin Winters actually got sick and began vomiting, which is not very conducive for driving. So,
well,
hope you get to feeling better, Justin. Oof.
Yep, that's not good.
No, it is not.
So Redbird Shutters, Alex Penn, and Keith Hackney continue being your top 3. Well, even the admin don't know. He got it wrong. He got it wrong for all of us. Giving us fake news, as Donald Trump will say. And there is Justin Ray currently in that 11th spot. Nathan Mashcroft still down pit road with Ryan Chapman. There's the 30 of Alex Penn.
Penn and Keith Hackney have not let Radburn Shutters out of their sights. Radburn Shutters not going to take it towards pit road. That'll be his first pit stop of the race, giving up the race lead to Alex Penn, who still continues to have Keith Hackney on his back bumper, just a couple car lengths back. Penn had the run down the straightaways. They now head into that sharp left-hand turn number 1.
Silver's Hunter now coming down pit road. Radburn Shutters now in that 5th position. Michael Robinson just got around him in the 18 machine. Kyle Mays coming down pit road. There is the 27 Matt Campbell. He's going to stay out. Sean Kostritza in the 46, currently up 12 spots. Alan Duranco in that 4 machine. He's up 14 spots, currently running in 18th position. He's going to gain a little bit more when he crosses the start-finish line. Right behind him, Bobby Mays now coming down pit road.
I'm surprised you ain't made no comments on your pit road alarm. Your little doo-doo-doo-doo every time somebody comes down pit road. Ooh, Keith Hackney got a little slide there through that left-hander. Doesn't seem to really have hurt him any. Alex Penn has pulled away to about a second and almost a half over Keith Hackney. But yeah, I'm surprised you haven't made any comments about the alarm on pit road.
Oh no, no need. That's your stays news.
That's last season's news. What you talk about?
There's Blake Hensley in that 3rd spot being chased down by Michael Robinson with 22 laps remaining. Alex Penn, your race leader. Pulling away from Keith Hackney in the 69K machine. Talking about Scott Fritz. Had a pretty bad qualifying. Qualified 23rd, up 2 spots in that 21st position. Red Car and Alex Carr are down pit road. There's Jim Ott, your points leader, currently running at 25th, not having a night that he wants here at Cota. He started 24th and now in the 25th position. There's Robert Malikian up 8 spots in that 22 machine. Alex Penn now makes his way down pit road, relinquishes the lead to the 69 of Keith Hackney. As Keith Hackney goes into turn number 1, Blake Hensley stays out this lap. There's Michael Robinson, he's staying out. Radbird Shutter's already made his pit stop, currently running at 4th, fixing to pass Alex Penn. He will take that 4th position. Matt Campbell now making his way down pit road. More laps to go.
More and more drivers coming down pit road. As believe that was Dylan Merriam, Scott Harrow. We just saw make that left-hand turn down onto pit road. We see Bryce Hunter, Adam Lancaster. After he cycles past everybody, will be scored in 9th spot, trying to pick up some more ground here tonight. Was having a good run, picking spots up, moving forward. Now as pit cycles continue to cycle around, he'll continue to grab more spots. If I'm not mistaken. Is she here? Xfinity, good driver standings.
You know, I figured out how you're acting, BJ.
He's in the top 5.
You're acting like Jason Collins came up to you in the press box, tickled you, and you looked at him and go, "That's not funny." And pouting. That's how you sound like you're pouting right now. You know, Jason Collins is always in for a good laugh. So, I mean, he's going to do something that you really don't expect or don't want to see. That's for sure. Like last season, he took Granny out on a date, and she came back with no teeth, and we still haven't found her teeth yet.
Rumor has it that they're attached at the waistband like somebody's underwear.
Oh, poor Granny. There is the 38 of Justin Ray, currently running in that 13th spot. Right ahead of him is Kyle Mays in 10th. And right behind him is Matt Campbell. Keith Hackney now coming down pit road, making his pit stop with 20 laps to go here. Around about 42 minutes left in this race. As we see Keith Hackney coming down pit road, he makes his stop there. So does Blake Hensley. He's coming down that 31 machine. Radbird Shutters will retake the lead. And look, there's Michael Robinson. He's right there in striking distance. Robinson in that 2nd spot. Alex Penn in 3rd. Keith Hackney coming back onto the racing surface in that 4th spot. Blake Hensley now making his way back onto the racing surface as James Silvers gets around him. Blake Hensley will blend in that 6th position. Tony Iverson coming down on lap number 20 for his pit stop. He comes down that 9th position.
Hackney and Hensley, two of the few drivers in this top 10 group to take 4 tires on their pit stop. Hackney still in decent position with a 4-tire stop. Shutters and Penn have taken only fuel for their stop. Michael Robinson has not pitted yet in that number 18 machine. He's hanging on for dear life at this point, I think. Waiting for that stage break. Just 2 laps remaining after they finish this one. 3. I thought it was 2 to go, and then I looked at what lap they were on.
There's Keith Hackney. There is Blake Hensley. James Silver's right there in that 6th position. Justin Ray doing a good job now. He's up to 9th. Kyle Mays behind him with the 27 of Matt Campbell. There's Mo Abbott behind him, up 6 spots. Sean Kostritza having an okay night, sitting in that 14th position. And right now, out of the race is, let's see here, Carter Hansen, Nathan Mashcroft, Robbie Richards, Ryan Chapman, and Justin Winters all out of the race. Look at Mo Abbott getting around Matt Campbell there.
See if we can go to Carter Hansen, because I am showing him on scoring.
There he is.
Yeah. Okay, so Mashcroft, Richards, Chapman, and Winters. Fake news. Steve hit you with fake news himself this time. Carter Hansen's on track.
Making his way down pit road, Michael Robinson a lap with 19 laps to go. You know, it'd be really funny, and I bet you'll sound happy tomorrow night, is when Jason puts on Granny's wig and comes knocking on your hotel door in the morning time.
You gonna steal Granny's hair again? You know how hard of a time we had finding it after she threw it out of the press box last time?
We didn't know that. When the driver sat down pit road, we thought it was Granny escaping the press box. I mean, last season we had a hard time trying to keep her in here. And she loves to cheer on the drivers. There is Alex Penn now. He's up to second. There is Keith Hackney in third. Blake Hensley and James Silvers. But right now, that number 3 machine is on a Sunday drive on a Tuesday night. Here with the Bluegrass at Cota. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV. Alex Carr, let's see here, is right ahead of them. And there's Greg Carr in the 25. So they're in danger of going a lap down because there's your race leader, BJ. Oh, Chuck Gentle getting off the racing surface there. He overshot that turn.
And that just closes the gap that much more for Radburn Shutters, as he is like a heat-seeking missile right now, just gaining ground on these guys flying around this track. Almost 4-second lead over second place of Alex Penn. Now, granted, 4-second lead here on the road course isn't all that much, because right there you can see Radburn Shutters. Just a little bit back is Alex Penn, and going down pit road now, that is Chuck Gentle. He just went a lap down to Radburn Shutters and decided to bring it down pit road as the stage break will come. Lap number 12 is in the books. Top 10, Shutters, Penn, Hackney, Hensley, Silvers, Robinson, Lancaster, Mays, Abbott, and Hunter. Radburn Shutters getting that 10 points plus the all-important bonus point for the playoffs. Everybody else behind them receiving 1 point less than the car in front. Penn receiving 9, so on and so forth. The only driver to get that bonus point for the playoffs being the 3 of Radburn Shutters. He leads Alex Penn and company behind them, right behind Nick Leonard in the pace car.
As you see, the drivers are going to have to catch up. The pit road will be open when they come back by it. Probably will see most of the drivers coming down pit road. There's Kyle Bays in that 55 trying to catch up. There's the 48 Mo Abbott and Bryce Hunter.
See if I can't math this right quick. Let's see here. Alright, so if Radburn Shutters get 10 points, where's he at in points? Shutters, he is way down the list. He's in 17th.
He needs to win so he can be in. That's his goal.
He does need a win. So with 10 bonus points, or 10 points, that'll move him from being tied for 17th into 17th position over Alan Duranco. Alex 10. Receiving 9 points. That'll move him into 21st, I believe. In a 3-way tie for 21st, it looks like. I'm learning here, okay? I'm doing math. Maybe I shouldn't do math. Keith Hackney is in 31st. He got 8.
Well,
I don't know. You got me. It's too many numbers. That'll move him into 30th. There's your top 3. I ain't calling no further. That's too much thinking. Getting a headache from it.
well, they're getting close to the pit road entrances. 99% of these drivers will probably make their way in. They'll have to make one more stop before the end of the race.
Only drivers that I don't see coming down. I really don't see Keith Hackney, Blake Hensley, Michael Robinson, Tony Iverson. I don't expect those drivers to come down pit road. Chuck Jenner will probably stay out as well and get the free pass. Take a look here as they start to dive down towards pit road. Keith Hackney does stay out. Michael Robinson heads in. Everybody else going in so far. Matt Campbell stays out. Sean Kostritza stays out. Scott Hara stayed out. Malikian, Mays, Slater, Duranko stayed out. Man, a lot more drivers than I expected to stay out. Everybody else coming down pit road, led by 3 of Radburn's shutters. So different strategies all over the board right now, and some of them really throwing me for a bit of a loop there. Blake Hensley, first driver out of pit road, it looks like, and it looks like he will actually get that 7th position. Not sure if they'll have him drop back behind the cars that did not pit. We will see, and yes, it does. It drops him back into... Oh, he's continuing to drop back. Interesting.
Radburn, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, tell us what your strategy is. You looked really strong the first stint of this race. Did last night help you out any for tonight?
Yeah, actually, I think it did help me a little bit. I thought it was going to be the complete opposite, but the first lap today back in the Xfinity car felt really good. I don't know what any of that. I don't know what the trucks had to do with that, but it worked. It worked surprisingly well.
What's the goal going forward the rest of the race? You know, you got a couple drivers that did not pit. Is that going to hurt, or is that going to maybe help you?
It's going to hurt. The last thing I wanted to do was drive through traffic again like last night.
Especially try to keep your car clean, that's for sure.
Yeah, keeping it clean is going to be what does it tonight. So we're going to try and hold it down for 15 more and see the last lap.
All right. Well, good luck, Redburn.
Appreciate it, guys.
Uh-huh. That was Radburn Shutters winning that stage. And let's see here. Alex, you got a copy?
Gotcha.
So, the first stint looked really good. What are you expecting for the second stint?
Hopefully more of the same. I don't mind running with the rest of the Cornerstone boys again. Really solid finish closing out the top 5 of the stage. That was pretty awesome.
Definitely. So, what's the goal going forward, you think?
I think it's just going to be a lot of saving tires and hopefully keeping all 4 pieces of rubber on the car until the end.
All right. Well, good luck, Alex.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lights are still on the pace car.
Yeah, expect them to give these drivers one more time around this track before we go back to green. Allow anybody that didn't pit that might second guess themselves.
Well, Keith Hackney, you didn't come down for a pit stop, so what's the game plan going forward?
Well, I'm on a different strategy than them guys. They didn't take tires on that green flag stop, and I did, and it seemed to work out pretty good in the truck race last night for my other guys, and we're gonna try here. I'm pretty confident I can stay up front. Within at least the top three, and we're just gonna ride. And I have a set lap where I'm coming in, and we're just gonna see what happens. I'm tired of finishing in the back in this series, and we're gonna try to finish up front some way somehow.
Well, let me ask you this. So, you're going to race Cup tomorrow night. Last season, the winner took no tires the whole race. Is that something that could be done tomorrow night in the Cup Series?
Oh, absolutely. I'm pretty sure there'll be several guys doing that. I have not got any test laps here in the Cup cars. I wanted to make sure I got all the practice in these cars first before I tried to switch over to the Cup, because obviously they drive completely different around this track. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. But I'm just worried about trying to get a good points night here tonight, and try to get some momentum going up.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Well, BJ, it's like I can't breathe, but hey, lights are out.
The lights are out, and are you gonna make it? You gonna make it, Sir Steve? Maybe. All right. Well, lights out one more time around. Doesn't look like there are but a couple of takers on a second stop. Not even drivers that second guess themselves on not pitting the first time around, but Michael Robinson, Blake Hensley, Jeremiah Hobbs, Brian Terry all come down pit road. And, Blake Hensley got dropped way back after coming down pit road and being the first one off pit road. Took nothing but fuel. He ended up dropping way back. Now brings it back down pit road and tops off on fuel once again. Trying to, Keith mentioned he was on a different strategy. How many more drivers are we going to see on different strategies? Question that I'm starting to wonder here tonight.
Well, definitely different strategies playing out. That's for sure. Well, BJ's going to bring you to the green.
So while Steve tries to catch his breath, we got Hackney and Campbell in the front row, Kostritza and Hara the second row, Mays Maliki in the third row. Just a few more turns, and we'll see that pace car make that hard left-hand turn down towards pit road, while the rest of the drivers make an even sharper left-hand turn. Around the final turn, the Toyota left-hand turn. Take the green flag, 69K of Keith Hackney. Looking for his first win here in the Xfinity Series, trying to lock himself into the playoffs and get himself a good finish. Finally get himself a good finish here in the Xfinity Series.
Knock, knock.
And he's back.
Well, you're supposed to finish it, but that's okay. You can ruin a good joke too,
Oh.
can't you?
Oh, sorry. Well, who's there?
No, I'm not going to do it now. You already ruined it.
Oh, you didn't have an answer for it anyways.
Alrighty. The
15
Porsche car. Porsche car,
Go.
BJ. Porsche car.
Porsche car. 15 laps to go when the green flag drops. 12 lap dash, a 15 lap dash, and we'll finish out the race.
So we'll go back green route, a little over 30 minutes left in the racing program before the race should conclude. So right about 9:25 Central, 10:25 Eastern, we should be right about at the checker flag point.
Just 2 more turns till the green flag drops.
Keith Hackney and Matt Campbell. And I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll ride on board with Matt Campbell coming to the green. Keith Hackney fires. Let's see here. Green flag is out. 15 laps to go. Keith Hackney clears Matt Campbell's ahead into turn number 1. Oh, Matt Campbell heavy and hard overshoots it. Or watch it live. Woo! Oh, look at Matt Campbell shaking his head. I don't think he knows what happened.
Well, one thing he definitely does know is he overdrove it down into that turn. Had a shot at the race lead. Now he sits all the way back. Where did he fall to? He fell all the way back to 10th position. Did a good job to save it though, and not hit that wall out there. Locked him up and just sliding right on over and out. Keith Hackney staying nice and calm and getting by him cleanly there in number 69. But that moves Sean Kostritza to 46 up to that second spot behind him.
It's Robert Milikia, but Alex Penn looking to the inside of him. Alex Penn wants that third spot there. As you heard him, it's all about taking it easy, not using up all your stuff, getting into wrong situations. And now Alex Penn does take over third momentarily, but Robert Milikim going to fire back on the outside, side by side. Milikim off the racing surface. Give it to Alex Penn. There's Scott Hara in the 04 machine as James Silvers now looks to the inside of him, giving James Silvers that 5th spot. Hara falls back to 5th. Jordan Slater in 7th in that 92 machine with Bobby Mays up 20 spots in a 2. Currently running in 8th. Radburn Shutters, who won the stage break, is currently running in that 10th position, right behind Matt Campbell. And Keith Hackney is pulled away with a sizable lead over the 46 of Sean Kostritza.
And looking good as strong right now as Kostritza under heavy pressure from behind from Alex Penn. The 30 of Alex Penn rounding in the top 3 the entire race pretty much. Now looking to try to take back over that second spot. Looks to the left of Sean Kostritza down into turn number 1. Kostritza keeps it wide, gives him plenty of room. Alex Penn will take back over that second position. Meanwhile, just over 3 seconds ahead of them, Keith Hackney continues to ride comfortably as he heads into the Geico chicane.
Well, Sean's probably playing it nice and easy, not trying not to tear up a race car. Especially here, I'm sure this is not one of his best tracks on a road course, but there's James Silvers in that 5th position, up 1 spot to the start of the race. Give it up for Sean Kostritza and Robert Milikian. Both of those drivers are up 23 spots at the start of the race. Al Duranco currently running in that 10th position, up 22 spots. And Scott Fritz now up to 11th, up 12 spots in that 01 machine. He's had some tough luck this season. He's had a couple good runs this season in that 01. Adam Lancaster, 2-time winner in the Xfinity Series this season, has some damage, missing the front nose clip of that car in the 17 machine, currently running in 12th. There's Justin Ray, currently running in 17th. Darren Merriam in 18th. There is Jason Arison, 1 win on the season, that's 74 machine. as Bryce Hunter currently rounds out your top 20. He's lost 12 spots since the start of the race. And there you look at James Silvers now. He started to close the gap, BJ, on Robert Malikian.
Yes, he has. He's looking to make the move. Looked like he was going to look left, like right there, but the 22 of Malikian just closed the door on him, staying right there within striking distance of him. Wants that fourth position, wants to take over more spots and get good finishes and get a chance to go after Sean Kostritza up there in that third spot. You know he wants a podium. You know he wants a race win. He hasn't gotten one yet this season. In that number 33 after such a strong season last season, him and his teammate Radburn Shutters, who currently sits in 7th right now. Both of those guys really wanting to get a good run, really wanting to get moved forward. There's Carter Hansen in the 39 as he rides. Where is he?
In 28th position.
28th. Couldn't see him on my first screen.
Tony Iverson currently running in that 24th position. He's down 15 spots in the start of the race. Tyler Evans right ahead of him in that 77. He's lost 4 spots in the start of the race. And Michael Robinson. He was running up front of the majority of the race. Now currently in that 22nd spot. He's down 18 spots in the start of the race. But Keith Hackney on a Sunday drive on a Tuesday night here. Doing a good job. Oh, he locks it up right there. He don't want to use up those tires. Not yet. And there's Alex Penn now going around that same turn. Sean Kostritza right there. There is James Silvers still battling with Robert Malikian. Silvers has that 4th spot. Malikian falls back to 5th. Radburn Shutters has made his way back up to that 6th position, taking it nice and easy. And notice something, BJ. Radburn Shutters has damage on that right rear.
He does, in fact, have a little bit of damage there, but I don't think it's enough to really hurt him. I don't think it's anything that's going to change the possible outcome of this race for him. Not a strongly aerodynamic track here. Mostly turns, not a lot of long straights. There are 2 decent length straights, front straightaway and the, of course, you can call it the back straightaway, but right after the Monster Energy hairpin left, the only 2 straightaways, the only places where draft could really come into effect any are in both of those 2 turns after sharp left-hand turns, those where they don't have any momentum. So we're right on board with Malikian as he heads through the Toyota Whataburger left-hand turn, heads on down to the Toyota left-hander, heading down the front straightaway.
As we got 12 laps to go, Robert Malikian currently sitting in that 5th position. James Silvers right ahead of him. Right behind Robert Malikian. Ooh, is the 3 of Radburn Shutters.
It was requested of us once again as we continue to watch this on screen, and we mentioned the Bluegrass Iracing Series Chili Bowl Nationals. $25 to enter, $500 to win based on 40 entries. If we get more than 40 entries, they will increase the purse. Saturday the 21st. That's this coming Saturday. Make sure you get over to Bluegrass on Facebook and shoot them a message, or over in their Discord, shoot a message, find out how to get in to the race. Be an exciting night on Saturday night. $25 to enter, $500 to win.
There's a pass to 3 of Radburn Shutters over Robert Malikian there. Shutters now in the top 5.
He's charging quickly back to the front, but now that Keith Hackney has the clean air up ahead, will Radburn Shutters have the chance to catch him? It's the first time Keith Hackney's been up in the lead and had clean air. It's the first time we really get to see just how fast the driver of the 69 is. And it's also the first time Radburn Shutters has been in dirty air and has to fight that and try to work his way back forward. Just 2 spots back now from his teammate. Got a World of Thunder Racing driver in between the two of Sean Kostritz in the 46. And continuing to lurk right behind them, up 21 spots since the start of this race, Robert Malikian. Not quite letting any